Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. This is part number 8 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we go to France for the Le Mans GP and we're hoping to do better than we did in the previous episode, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't get any more rain. In the last episode in Jerez, that was a real challenge. If you want to check that video out, I will put a link in the top right hand corner because that was a really tough challenge. Anyway, let's get straight into the qualifying session. Right, let's see what sort of times we can do on these compounds. We're on the medium rear and medium front. And old Booth Amos has just put in a time of 1:48.297. I'm not sure whether he's on the soft option, but at least it gives us a target to aim for. And hopefully after maybe a few laps around here, we'll be able to decide what sort of compound we're going to go for in the race. So it's going to be a 6-lap race, and we want to give ourselves the best compound combination that we can give ourselves to give ourselves a chance to maybe win the race today. I mean, we dropped a few points in the last round due to the wet conditions. That really threw me out. I didn't realise rain would be that difficult on this game, but it does give you an awesome challenge, and the AI are not slow in the wet, which is a positive. I just need to get better myself in the rain. I just couldn't get a decent setup on this bike, but now we've improved the development of the bike with a few adjustments. Hopefully, I think the next one we're going to do is the engine, so we're going to have to earn some points in this round. But the bike's coming along really well. I'm enjoying Moto 3, that is the positive. I can't wait to get to Moto 2. I just want a faster bike. And these bikes are okay, but after a few races you just want more speed. It's not too bad through there. And we're up on the time, so hopefully we can better that time Booth Amos has put in, and we're on the medium compound, so if we get the softs on we might be able to go a little bit quicker, and that was nicely done. Avoid hitting them, and now this corner can be a right nightmare. Let's just try and line it up nicely. Oh, that was nice, that will do. This is going to be amazingly quick, but hopefully it will be, oh, a 1:48.088. I will take that, that's pretty good. Right, let's go on one more lap in this session before we go into qualifying. And oh, Booth Amos has just beaten our time, so he's just put in a 1:48.086 and we had a 1:48.088. How close is that? But it shows that we've got a little bit of competition here in France, and I'm really looking forward to the race. I'm just still undecided on the tyre compound I'm going to go with. We've tried using the soft tyres at the front, and they do wear down pretty quickly, although it does feel like we've got better times with the softs on. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I may just wait and see what the AI will do and the other riders to see what compounds they go for. Be careful there. And but I'm feeling that I've got the right setup for the bike. It's all about just nailing those corners. And I think we might be able to get some faster laps. I still think we can go at least second, maybe more quicker than that. I have done 1:46.5 round here before, so I definitely think we can get those sort of times if we do in the race. We just got to be consistent. I think if we consistently hit 1:47, 1:48 in the race, we should be okay for a win here. But we still don't know what weather we're going to get. If it rains again, then it's game over. We're just going to have to see. But overall, I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm enjoying this career mode so much. I just cannot wait to move up to the faster bikes though. Right, let's just try and take this corner. I've got a little bit wider, not so grippy now, and this is going to be close. We're faster in all 3 sectors. Have we done a faster time? Oh no, we just lost a little bit of time on that final sector, but I'm going straight into quali now, so here we go. Right, so that is the practice session over, and Booth Amos did have the fastest time in that free practice, but now we're going to take it to another level, and let's see if we can get a better time in the quali. But I think I've got some competition here. It's not going to be easy, so let's get straight into it and see who comes out on top. Right, so here we go with our qualifying lap. I'm really hoping to get pole position, but I didn't realise when I went to change the tyres for this qualifying session that I only had one 100% soft and the other one had 73, so I put the 73% one at the front. Hopefully it won't affect me too much and I still will be able to get a decent time, but these are the things you have to be careful of in the practice sessions, that you don't wreck all your tyres. Right, let's see if we can push really hard on this lap and hopefully we can get pole position. But like I said, Ruth Amos was very, very close. Probably will put in a decent time as well. So let's see if we can put the benchmark out there, as no one's put in a decent time just yet. Not too bad through there. And knowing my luck, we'll get to the race and it will absolutely tip down. And this is another circuit that is very, very difficult in the wet. Not very good drainage in certain areas on this circuit. And that's one thing that I've noticed this game's done really well, is the puddling on the circuits looks very, very realistic. And it is very, very challenging. Let's see if we can get a good line through this corner. This is one of those corners you have to get that front end turned in nicely. And we've got a little bit, and there you go, I've mucked it up. Ooh, that was risky. Luckily you managed to hold on to it. So you need to get that front end turned in quite nicely so you avoid going really wide in that corner. But I've seen the AI even do that, so it's nice to see that the AI make those mistakes as well. And that's not too bad through that sector. Again, right onto the curb. See if we can nail these last couple of corners. So our fastest time in the free practice was a 1:48.088. So let's see if we can beat that. Right, final corner. Let's try and nail this one and hold it. Oh, that was nicely done. That will do. Hopefully this will be the one. And we're going to hit a 1:48.041. So that was slightly quicker. Let's see if that gets us pole position. Right, so we got to the end of qualifying and we took pole position, but the funny thing was, no one else was really near that time. There was only one other rider in the 1:48s. That's really surprised because Booth Amos was down in 6th position. Let's see if he's going to be any quicker in the race. That is really interesting. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So here we go.
What's going on, race fans? We're joining you from the Le Mans circuit for live coverage of the Moto3 race at the Grand Prix of France. As you can tell from the footage, we're broadcasting from the track. We're looking forward to great weather for the race. Riders, but finally the showdown is here. We're coming to you from the starting grid. There's just a... The French Grand Prix. The riders are spread out on the grid. The light will soon go out and the Le Mans race will begin.
Right, so here we go with the French GP around the Le Mans circuit. Now we've gone with the soft front compound and the medium rear. Hopefully this is the best combination to go with. Let's see if we can get a decent start. And that's not too bad. A little bit of wheel spin and we're away. And we've absolutely blitzed them all. That is the best start possible. And hopefully we can get into that first chicane and try and hold a decent lead. Now I think this race is all about consistency. If we can get a consistent lap time in each lap, we should be on for a win, and I really want to win round here. And we've just got to try and manage that front soft tyre as well. So we're going to try and not chew it up too much and just try and be good. It's not too bad into that turn. And I think they've just closed in a little bit. If we can just hold them at least a second behind us after this first lap and just try and push into the second lap once we've got a bit more heat in the tyres. We've gone a little bit wide in that corner. Just try and be careful, we don't overdo it. Let's try not to mark this section up coming up. This is a very difficult corner. Right, slow it down. Let's get it turned in this time, nice and tight. And that's exactly how we wanted to do it. And then open the throttle. That is as smooth as you like. That is exactly what you want. I didn't really want to go through there with a lot of riders. That would have been mayhem. I'm surprised there was no crashes there. Normally there is. Right, let's try and take it nicely through here. Now this is a very difficult section. I think once the tyres started to warn and show wear, every time I changed direction I just felt the tyres give way. So that is definitely a section we're going to have to be careful through. It's not too bad around there. Let's see if we can slow it into this turn and get our first lap out of the way with no issues, and that's nicely done. That is exactly how I wanted to start this GP. Right, let's see what the gap is now, and it's just over a second. Right, that's just up the tempo a little bit, and see if we can just push this bike a little bit harder. Now we've got a little bit more temperature in the tyres, and hopefully we can just extend our lead. So if we can get that to about 2.5, 3 seconds, we can start relaxing and then try and manage the tyres towards the end of the race. That is my plan, and hopefully I can execute it. I think at the moment, at this pace, consistent. Oh, be careful! Just trying to power out that turn a little bit too hard. If I can get consistent 148s, I think that should be good enough to see us to the end. And I was expecting the AI to be a little bit quicker in that quali. I was surprised that only one of them had a 148. But that happens sometimes. So we might just bump up the level slightly in the next round if we can get a win here. So we're on 115%. Maybe we just bump it up a couple of percent for the next race. I think we go to the Italy and the Mugello, which is a fantastic circuit. We've already raced around there in the Red Bull Rookies Cup and enjoyed it around there, so that'll be an interesting one. Let's see if we can just push it through this last couple of corners and see if we can get a faster lap in. Again, that's nicely done. Try not to push too hard. Let's try and manage those tyres. Right, let's get nice. Run through this final corner. That's nicely done. Got to ride the curbs a little bit through there and over the finish line. And that is a 148.1, so that is a decent lap. Now we're just going to try and get those consistent laps in. And we've extended the lead a little bit more, which is good. So everything is positive at the moment. No problems. The bike's feeling really, really good. Tighter through here this time. It's a little bit tighter, and I say that we go a little bit wider. So I'm just trying to keep it nice and smooth, and just make sure we don't chew that front tyre up. I mean, I think we could have gone with medium fronts and medium rear, but I thought definitely medium at the rear, but fronts I just wanted a little bit more grip right early on, and that's why we went with the soft. It is nicely done. Let's see if we can just push it a little bit more through this section. You can see the gap is starting to develop, which is good, and it'll be interesting to see what sort of lap times they're running at. And oh, what? We just got a 0.2 penalty for that. And we were riding the curb. Oh, that's interesting. I rided the curb a couple like that in my qualifying laps and didn't get a penalty or an invalid lap. That's interesting. So we can't do that anymore. Let's not let that phase us. It's only a 0.2. We should be able to hopefully finish 0.2 ahead of second place. Let's just check the gap. They're still about the same distance, I think. And it's just under 2 seconds, but that may start lowering as we get into the race, because obviously we will start losing a bit of tyre wear. So let's just keep it nice and steady through there again. Just be careful. Gotta try not to have so many moments like that, because that's what really wears the back tyre. Just starting to back off a little bit into the turns now. I'm not going to push as hard. I might just leave it until the last couple of laps, and then I will up the level again. But at the moment we're keeping a consistent pace and we're holding them at the same gap. So hopefully we can do that all the way to the final stages, and then I will push a little bit hard on the final lap just to make sure. So it's still around the 2 second mark, which is good. Let's try and nail that corner. That's nicely done, and let's just try and get through this section without getting another penalty. And I just can't believe I got one. I mean, I've always gone on the curbs through there and it's always been fine, but maybe I just took it a little bit too far. Just be a little bit careful this time. Smooth as you like through there this time. Just taking a little bit of the pace. And it looks like we've got one rider that's just trying to close in on us. But let's see if we can just up the level through this next couple of corners. Let's take a nice line through there. And just keep it nice. And that's perfect. That will do. Let's see what the lap time is. Is it another 148? Yes, it's another 148.5. So that's a little bit slower, but we're still maintaining consistent pace. That's what we need to do. Let's see if we can just slowly push a little bit hard on this lap, I think, just to make sure that we have an easy last lap. Let's see if we can go a little bit faster than the 148.5. And I must admit, I'm glad I went with the soft front. So far, it's holding up nicely. Still decent grip level there. You might feel a little bit of difference on the final lap, but on this 5th lap, it still feels pretty decent. And I'm just coasting around the corners. I'm not pushing it as hard as I can to get as tight as possible. There's no need. At this point, I haven't got any pressure behind me, so don't need to go too mad. Just keep that nice and smooth around there. That's nicely done. Let's see if we can just keep that. I think we've just gone a little bit quicker, I think. Let's have a look at the gap at the next split points. I think we've just extended the lead a little bit more. Again, keeping it nice and steady through there. Let's have a look at the next gap. And it's almost 3 seconds, so we have just pushed a little bit harder on this lap, which is good. And we're coming towards the final lap of the race. And hopefully we'll get another win in this Moto3 Championship. Final corner. Again, that's nicely done. Let's see what sort of time this is. Is it another consistent lap time? And it is slightly slower, 148.7, but still in the 148s. And I said consistency will be the key. Right, final lap. Let's see if we can just push a little bit harder on this one. Not too much, but just to make sure they don't get anywhere near us. But there's a nice gap there. Let's keep it nice and tight. And still feeling decent grip. The front is probably not turning in as nice as it was the first couple of laps, and I'm feeling a little bit of vibration, but it's still decent enough. Let's see if we can now this corner coming up. Let's just slow it down, and we've gone in there. Okay, and oh, look at that! The front just didn't want to turn in then. Completely mucked that corner up there. Luckily we've got a decent lead, so we've probably lost a bit of time there, but we can get away with that. Do you know what? I hadn't done that nearly the entire practice session. We went over a little bit on the first lap, but we started nailing it after that. But yeah, if you just back off a slight too much, or you go into a corner a little bit too fast, it's not as easy, and you don't want to push the bike and start braking a little bit harder, especially on that sort of angle as well, because you will just come off. So you have to be careful. Right, final corner. Oh, whoa! Wow, that was an interesting moment there, and across the line, so we hit another a 148.1, so we did push a little bit hard on that final lap. We probably didn't need to. And, oh, look at Garcia, had a 147.9, so we weren't the quickest. I said that there would be a few riders, and they're all hitting pretty around the same sort of time, so that was very interesting. But I think it was all down to the start. And we take a win in this championship, so let's get straight into the rider standings. Right, so this is the rider standings. We're on 111 points, 22 points ahead of Garcia. And in the team championship, we're still second, but we have closed the gap to only 12 points. So there has been loads of positives in today's episode, and I think I am going to put the AI level up for the next race. And I think we go to Italy and Mugello. difficult circuit. It's all going to be about straight line speed around that circuit, so we do need to up the engine development, but I'm not sure whether we've got enough points. I think we needed 60 points to improve that development, and I think we're going to be a bit short of it. But anyway, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for supporting this new series. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon.